So now we're going to look at how we can find factors of a number. My recommendation would be a systematic approach, because it's very, very easy to miss some of your factors if you're not systematic in how you approach them. So we're going to start with 36. Now the universal factor, number that goes into everything, is 1. So always start with 1, and you can do them in factor pairs. So 1 times 36 would be 36. The next question to ask is, does 2 go into 36? Well, it's an even number, so the answer would be yes. So 2 times 18. The next question to ask is, can we divide by 3? And you probably will know this from your times tables knowledge, but if you don't, the way that you can tell if a number is divisible by 3 is by adding the digits, and if they total a number in the 3 times table, you can divide by 3. So 3 plus 6 would be 9. So 36 is divisible by 3, so we would have 3 times 12. You then ask if we can divide by 4, and you may know this from your times table anyway, but another way to check is if we can divide by 2, there is a possibility we can divide by 4, and we will be able to divide by 4 if the factor pair for 2 is an even number. So in this case, yes, we can, and it's 4 times 9. The next question we'd be asking is, can we divide by 5? Well, numbers ending in 5 and 0 are divisible by 5. This doesn't, so we know we can't divide by 5. So the next number we would look at would be 6. And you can also have a look at the 3 times table. If 2 and 3 will both go in, there's a possibility 6 will, so long as the factor pair for 3 is also an even number. And 6 times 6 would be 36. And at this point you can stop, because once we repeat a number, we are complete. We found all the factors for that number. So 36 has 10 factors. Okay, so and that's all of them there. Now we're going to have a look at 84 now. So 84, again, starting with the universal factor of 1. So 1 times 84 is 84. 84 is even, so it can be divided by 2. 2 times 42. We'd look to see if we can divide by 3. Well, 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 is in the 3 times table, so yes, we can. And 3 will go into 84 28 times. Then we'd need to see, can we divide by 4? And the answer to that is yes, because 2 times 42, that's an even, 2 has an even factor pair, so it's going to be 4 times 21. We can't divide by 5. The next thing we'd look at to see is, can we divide by 6? Well, we can divide by 2 and 3, and 3 has an even factor pair, so the answer is yes, and it would be 6 times 14. The next one to look at is, can we divide by 7? And 7 times 12 would be 84. Then we need to see, can we divide by 8? And the answer to that is no, we cannot divide by 8. We also cannot divide by 9, because these digits do not total 9. We can't divide by 10. We can't divide by 11. The next number we'll be looking at is 12, and once we repeat, we are complete, so we can stop looking there. So this time we can see that 84 has 12 factors, and we found them all. Again, remember to be systematic. Try not to be too random and just kind of write down the numbers that pop into your head. Try to follow through systematically to find it. So the next number we're going to look at is 114. So again, 1 times 114 would be a good place to start. 2 will go in because it's an even number, and it will be 2 times 57. Now 3 will go in, and we know this because 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals 6. So it's going to be 3 times 38. The next number we're going to look at is 4. Now, will 4 go in? You'd have to check to divide, or you can look to see 2 times 57. 2's factor pair is odd, so that tells us we can stop looking at 4, because 4 is not a possibility. 5 will not be a possibility because the number doesn't end in a 5 or 0. And 6, 2 and 3 both go in, and 3 has an even factor pair, so 6 will go in. 6 times 19. Now 19 is a prime number, and once we hit prime, we can tell that we are finished. So you can kind of use the rhyme, once you've hit prime, you've come to the end of the line. We can stop looking. We don't need to look for any more factors, because the number we have here is a prime number, and we can stop. Okay, so that's another tip. So once you repeat, you are complete, and once you've hit prime, you've come to the end of the line. Now let's have a look at 91. So 91 will obviously have 1 and 91. 2 will not go in because it's not even. 3 will not go in because 9 plus 1 equals 10, and that's not in the 3 times table. 4 does not go in because 2 won't go in. 5 does not go in because it doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. 6 will not go in because neither 2 nor 3 are factors. And the next number we'll be looking at is 7. And 7 times 13 would work. And 13 is prime, so we've come to the end of the line and you do not need to look any further. So this is a good approach for finding factors and will hopefully help you if those type of questions come up.